Hello and welcome back everybody to Hoard of the Dragon Queen, our 5e weekly D&D show. Went the other way around this time, huh? Okay, so you guys are in the, well, about a couple 100 miles away from where you once were. Traveled by portal. Entered a manor, cleared it of all enemies in the shortest amount of time available. Almost got killed horribly, but actually survived. So what's up?
That's the good part.
Well, since we can't pursue Talus at the moment, I think we should meet our prisoners that we've rescued and get them fed and see if they're okay and see who they are.
So we've just rested and I've regained HP. I'm sure my squire's regained a full spell.
Everybody is at full health because you rested for the night. You get.
Well, I think even before the night we should, meet the prisoners.
I was under the impression you guys got here at night. So I was under the impression you spent the night and then met the prisoners that are in the rooms now.
Well, I just imagine they'd want to be set free as soon as possible.
But they were already set free.
We take a short rest, then we like free all the prisoners' doors.
I'll exchange alter self for web.
Okay, so let me get to.
That's pretty much it.
Let me get to that page. And we have it prison.
No scorching rays.
It seems there are 3 prisoners that are released. One of them though is still in chains. The other 2 are completely released. There's a dwarf. There's a young woman, and what seems to be a human priest of a Minotaur. His robes are pretty self-defining.
What kind of god is that? Can I make a religion check?
I know exactly who a Minotaur is.
From Baldur's Gate, the video game.
Yes.
Yep.
That's if you make it, I'm gonna whatever. I'm gonna say
yeah, make your check.
13. Is it a common religion?
Simon, you can tell him like a common thing about the god, like basically the pantheon, like what he is the god of.
So basically, he's the god of like law and order, pretty much going like bureaucracy.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was like a sun god.
I'm guessing it's a neutral or a good god.
I think it's too much. I know but just yeah.
No, that's enough.
It's kind of like Laughlander.
A neutral / good god? I'm sure we can let him free.
The dwarf is still in chains.
The
woman presents herself to be Miracera. She is severely beaten and scarred. She's not looking good. Brother Cayman, the priest of Amanafor, doesn't look bad at all. While the Kragnor the dwarf, looks horrible. He's beaten, he's maimed, he's scarred. He's barely actually walking. 2 of the servants help him up. And the guy that presented you around tells you that he's still in chains because he's an actual cultist.
The dwarf
nods her head. Rival or something. I don't know what. I don't know much about it. He's just a cultist.
I'm assuming he'll be useful for information later on.
A different faction.
Maybe, but that's what we've heard Taurus say, so we thought best to keep him in chains. Though I don't think he could do much even without chains. Pointing at his sorry state.
Alright, so to the woman who's beaten, I try to definitely get some food for her immediately. I call for that and something to drink. Because what happened to you? What did they do to you here?
Eyes just full of love and compassion. And let's see. She says, I'm a young woman from Baldur's Gate. I came to Parnast. Well, I was going to Parnast, the caravan. Stumbled upon some cultists, and when I recognized the sign, I started to run. They caught me. brought me here.
Can I make an inside check to see if she's telling the truth?
Yes, but I would like, from now on, if you want to do an insight, to do a GM roll. You just do it. You don't ask for it.
Okay.
Same goes for
How do I
perception
do it?
checks. So you just /GM roll and space 1d20. It's basically a
GM.
normal roll, but you just add GM before it.
Is it like that?
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, she seems.
And then
she seems honest.
say. And then I'd say for insight.
Okay. So what do you say, Kun, to this?
We have been weeding them out. Don't worry, you will have your vengeance.
She
They will
starts
pay for
crying on her shoulder and then hugging you. My heroes!
Okay.
My heroes! They've done such horrible things to me.
Oh god, I leave the room. I just nope.
I'm
Go
sorry,
and
I cannot
investigate.
change the past, but we can do what we can for the future here.
She
Where
nods her
you're
head, wipes her tears, and looks at you. I'll help however I can.
Okay, well, I guess let's take them, get them fed. That's the priority. And say we came through a portal to this area following them. We don't know much about what's going on. You've had to deal with these vultures. What can you tell us that might be helpful to us?
When the cultists caught me, they were asking me where I was going. I think even if I didn't answer them, they would take me here, but when I answered that I was going to Parnast, their eyes gleamed, and they were even more sure that they wanted to catch me. So, I think there's something going on there in Parnast. I can take you there, I know the roads.
Do you have family there, or why were you traveling there?
As I said, merchant, with my caravan. All my servants were killed, offered to that awful troll to be fed. And they thought I was lying to them, so they thought that they'd kill my servants, they would interrogate me. And after they figured out I wasn't lying, they just fed them to them for amusement.
Well, we killed him several times. The last one took.
She nods her head. I'm thankful.
Let's gather all the servants here. Going just sort of gather everybody and just sort of find out from them what we can.
Okay, you can give me a investigation check, whichever you.
Rustani's investigation. Rustani, take it.
Yeah. Should I just do that GM roll or just?
Yeah.
Plus a bajillion. Right, Rustani?
Oops, that's not.
A metric bajillion. That's like 10 times more.
That's
A
not
metric
right.
bazillion. There's like a shit. All I
Okay,
know is that when it
so-
comes to weight and metric, there's like.
As you
It's
gather everybody
heavy.
in, a storm starts outside, and rain starts pouring down. And what you figure out, Rostani, is that whatever's going on, there's something going on in Parnas. This Skylich Castle is somewhere over on there. Whatever Skylich is. They haven't seen it, they just heard news of it. They know that Bornfrey has been past here. They describe him as a cultist in High Regalia, stopping by just to say hello, as to put it like that, more to gloat over Taris's position. Taris seemed to hate him completely. And after that, moving on to Parnast.
How arduous is the journey from here to Parnas?
Depending what road you take, there's a safer, longer road through the going down into the hills and following the hills. But there's also a longer road, dangerous, but sorry, a shorter road, dangerous through the mountains. That takes you there a lot faster.
That sounds like my kind of road. The second one. There must be evil to smite on that road if it is such danger.
About it would be a
The
full
hills
day's
are
journey
evil.
to Parnas through the mountains. Maybe 2 or 3 through the hills.
Is there any other important information you can let us on about this manor?
You shake their head. They tell you, they recount the history of the manor yet again. This lord that was lording over Parnas, and Rock just suddenly disappeared. And Taris came up with an edict, leaving her in charge, and everything she said, her word was law, signed by this lord and with his signet ring. So besides that, they don't know anything else.
Must warn you, Talus escaped. We are planning to hunt her down.
This
I do wanna
takes
warn you.
everybody kind of from as a surprise, and they
We
don't
are
say
going to
anything.
go in pursuit.
Sure, some people just nod their heads, and the others kind of start whispering between each other.
So if you are worried, you might want to consider leaving the manor when we leave. I don't want anyone to be surprised. I want you to make your decisions with full knowledge.
Well, the servant that took you. Well, there's a problem, sir. The only one who knows the road is Mirasera here. So if she takes you to Parnas, we'll have to wait for her to come back. She's the only one who knows the way to Rock.
Well, you're welcome to travel with us, I should say, if you all want to depart to Parnas, if that's where we're going.
Shakes their head. Oh, Parnas, no. I'm never going close to Taris ever again. He kind of like specifies like Parnas is like basically somewhere in the southeast, where Rock is in northwest, like completely opposite directions.
Alright, the choices are yours. I just don't want you to be making them without full knowledge of the possibilities there.
We'll just wait for Melisera to hopefully come back alive. She's gonna take you there, and she like Melisera kind of gives him a look of fear and partly stubbornness at the same time.
Alright, so of that 2,000 gold, then I can assume that each of us would get 500. Is that fair?
Yep, 500.
Everybody?
Including
Alright,
Brutus will go
how many
afterwards.
how many of the servants are there here?
The 5 servants and 3 prisoners.
Alright, so... Well, of the 5 servants, like what's an amount that would pretty much, get them set or give them a good start?
Put it like this: a full day at an inn with food and all, for I guess a normal person is 1 silver.
I'll chuck in 10 gold for each of them except the dwarf.
Then it's 10 silver to a gold?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, I'll give each of the servants 20 gold.
Oh, that's
So
I'll
great.
chuck in
Total.
10.
Okay, good. They are very grateful and they thank you. And we're gonna gather whatever supplies we can, review some rations, and if we find anything else important, we'll leave it here in the manor, in the basement. So if you ever return here, if, as I said, food and items in the manor, or in the basement. Besides that, we'll try and leave as soon as Mirasela's back.
That sounds wise. Thank you. Well, now we need to get. We haven't really gotten this priest story. Maybe we should hear that too.
What priest story are you talking about?
The priest of Amanantor. Get his story, find out who he is, why he's here, how he became a prisoner.
Oh, me? My brother? Yes, well, no problem. I am a priest. I arrived here from hills far, from the east, as part of a pilgrimage to a shrine on the coast. And, Taris here, I think she was trying to, catch more flies with honey, as to say. She seemed to be reluctant. She didn't torture me at all. She tried to think recruit me in the cult. I suspect a sacrifice or something of the sort.
All right, I think we definitely need some insight on this guy since he seems to be in good shape. So
Yeah,
how do we designate his
slash
GM roll?
GM
Slash.
roll. It's like normal roll, but with GM before the roll, and
So
it's in
slash
one roll.
GMR and then.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I think all of us should be inciting this because I'm not the best at it. I'm very much not the best with a -1.
Okay, feel free.
Did it go through or no? I just got
No, it hasn't.
Okay.
So I'm gonna write it down without. That's GM roll, and you put the slash before it.
Probably not.
Oh, you know what? I put it in Skype.
Yeah, don't
I
run
had
in
wrong
Skype.
window up.
Skype now is not gonna work, my friend.
I forgot which
I
window
was just
in
watching
there.
you. Robert is typing something. Okay.
Fast,
Wait
everybody,
for
roll
it.
dice. Here in Skype.
That's actually good.
Hoon, he seems pretty honest. He looks at you and says, "But you, my friends? I mean, don't get me wrong, but a human sorceress, a half-orc, and looking at, I'm guessing a noble by your look, and a priest in the middle of the Grace Peak Mountains? I mean, what are you doing here?"
Cleaning
I
house.
do not quite know.
Exterminating rats, collecting loot. buying
Are you
bitches.
fighting this dragon cult?
It
It's
would
kind
appear
it
to
kind of
be so.
turned out that way. They kind of fucked with. Well, at least my hometown. So like we've been, at least I've been pursuing them. I guess I like nudged to Brutus, and he has, been after them for some
And he
couple
just
of months.
spouts off, "My god is
She
better
nods
than
her
your
head
god."
and says,
Yeah,
he,
Brutus says that.
he nods his head and says, the gods do ordain that vengeance shall be taken upon those who go against the law or against humanity. So you
Who's
are
saying
doing
this?
the right thing. The priest. You've been talking to the priest.
I thought the priest was a girl. I don't know.
No, it's a he.
Is that the priest of Amantor?
Yes.
Amantor?
Yes.
Mother.
Like, no, is like what kind of timeline is this, Chucky? Then, like, because I've been saying shit in like Skype, but I don't know if like, are we doing? Has Amantor, like, is he like lawful, neutral? Like, is he, or like has he?
No, he's lawful.
Yeah.
He's still lawful. No, it's not. It's an early age in the Forgotten Realms.
Alright,
The Tiamat has never. Tiamat has only been released in the world once, so that kind of gives you an idea. About thousands of years ago, this is a pretty early age in Forgotten Realms.
Okay. So like he's, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so he's
my character wouldn't know two shits about that. I was thinking like, like in what time it is, like what age it would be. Kinda.
yeah, I mean, Neverwinter is not even rebuilt yet, So again, you're prettier in the Forgotten Realms. Well, if I can offer my assistance in any way, I'll be more than grateful to offer my help to seekers of justice. Seekers and deliverers, from what I heard.
Any help you can give would be welcome.
I have an array of spells and powers granted by my god. If you need anything healing of that sort, I can help.
You don't have any magics that would help us track the course of Talus, would you? She's escaped. We'd rather not have Parnas learn what's going on.
Well, let me think.
Let me check the book.
Let me check the Legal Goblin's spell sheets. See if I have anything here. Let's see. He says, I do have something, but I need something from you before I can make it happen. Yeah, I need a description of some sort of item or object on Taris's possession that I can track.
That she has with her, or that has belonged to her?
That she has with her.
All right,
She has armor. She has the armor of Mithril, I believe.
Yeah, one of you who fought her to go. I mean, you talked to her. I was dealing with. Well, I guess I was hitting her with the table.
If you
Just a table-shaped bruise.
If you are unsure of what items she has, you can give me an intelligence check to see if you can
She has
remember
the armor
something.
of Mithril. Probably. DM roll that?
Oh yeah, Jim roll it.
But my intelligence is bad. What? Didn't work. Do I have to actually type GM roll?
You need to type GM roll, not GMR. I do not think GMR works.
It didn't.
Alexander, you don't quite remember. You're not really sure what she had on her.
The plate mail of Mithril.
Are you
Blue.
sure of this? Once I cast this spell, I do not have any. I cannot cast it again until tomorrow.
I kind of scratch my head. I'm not quite sure, and I kind of.
I don't doubt you, but I'm just telling you that this is I cannot cast it more than once.
Ross, can you do it, please? I kind of gesture to Ross Danny.
Actually, the servants, you've worked with her day in and day out. Does she have a necklace? Does she have anything, a common item that she wears at all times? A ring, necklace?
Well, one of the guards says she does have that scale mail on her. It shines white sometimes. She said she's made out of partly made out of white dragon scales.
I thought it was blue.
Is that distinctive enough?
The priest nods his head. Yes, but the range is limited, only to 1,000 feet around us. So if she is not out of that already, I can find her.
You have a good grasp.
There's a chance she's waiting to see if we lost or not.
He nods his head. There is a chance. I can either do this or help you heal. Your decision.
We don't need any heals now, right? Or are we even?
We can rest. Well, this was after a short rest. Then we were talking to everybody before sleeping for the night.
Yeah. So this has been about an hour and something, about an hour and 10 minutes after the fight finished.
So I think knowing where she is, if there's a chance, is more important, since we'll rest for the night anyway.
Go for it.
What do you think?
I think we should rest for the night. And I believe I have Find Steed in my available spell slots, so I will cast that.
find speed or find steed?
Oh, I'm
Finding a mount, basically.
Oh, okay. I wasn't understanding what you were saying. Okay, so are you going onwards with the priest casting the spell?
I cast find
Yes.
steed, and it takes an hour. And before the rest of the night, before we sleep in the night, and it takes a while to cast. I think like 2 minutes or something. I don't know, maybe an hour. I'll check. Find steed. It takes 10 minutes to cast, and I use it to make a intelligent warhorse.
Okay. The priest casts the spell, and he looks at all of you, shakes his head. I'm sorry. I can't sense her. She's out of the range.
Thank you. It was a long shot.
She's at 1,001 feet away from us.
The Miracera poops, he drops in and says,
Poops in.
poops in, yeah. Drops in and says, she's most likely already going to Parnast.
That's what I assume. Perhaps we can catch her if we're mounted.
Well, if you're leave
Heading the
tonight,
same
we can. I think they still have horses in here. I can take one. If you all have mounts, we could maybe catch her.
What do you guys think? Head out for her immediately.
Well, I mean, we healed up fully, so I'm okay with that.
She looks at all of you. Well, if she gets there, she may warn the rest of whoever is there. If they're
That's
not
why I'm
warned
thinking
already.
we need to deal with her now.
I'm sure we can seek her out faster with steeds than she can run.
Is she the only one who knows about you being here?
There is
Yes.
one other, but
Oh,
There is
the
one other.
veteran.
The
Yes.
veteran? Oh, yes. Well, he might be part of this as well. Who knows? It's your decision. I owe you my life, and I'll abide by your call.
So what do you think? I'm kind of in the go after her, make our lives easier when we can arrive at Parnas without being known.
Yep.
Did we actually have you gone through every room, like to see if there were any like magic items that we could take with us?
Yeah,
You
we've
ha-
been through every room with the two
The
magic.
servants have taken you through the rooms, and I had cast detect magic as a ritual. So for the full 10 minutes, he had a detect magic on him.
I'm
Found
also
a spear,
thinking-
right?
Yes,
we
a magical
found
spear.
Two magical spear and a mythical spear.
Okay, I identify the spears.
We don't have time, I think. I think we're just going to immediately chase after her. And
Yeah,
not catch her
and I think
also.
while we were doing this, much for our convenience, that Brutus would go to the dwarf prisoner and give him a quick trial for being a cultist and convict him and sentence him to a hammer to the head or something.
Do you feel like that's what Buddha would do?
Would that be?
No,
accurate,
that's
you
not what
think? No?
Brutus would actually take him into justice. Like he wouldn't just. I don't think he
Oh.
would just. Yeah, I mean, if he wants to take an an ogre, to be judged by trial, I mean.
True,
What do you
although the ogre we saw was like pretty much, he wasn't necessarily evil so much as just he didn't know anything better. Whereas this guy joined the cult and said, "Sign me up. I liked the brochure."
I
say you
mean,
need to-
I'm not against killing him. I'm just saying that we're probably. I don't know.
Is that evil guy chained up, still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. Barely.
I
So he
go up
asked-
to him and I say, "Tell us all the information we need to know."
He looks out
So-
at you like he's like a giant black eye, his face scarred, beaten, cut. He looks at you and says, "What do you want to know?"
You must know something that we need to know. What about Parsnip, that one?
Parnas. It's Rose Skywitch Castle. Stops to take the Hoard, transport it back. It's a Cloud Giant's castle.
Is there a cloud giant there?
Never seen one. But it's
Have
a
you been
flying
to
castle
Parnas?
nonetheless.
A flying castle.
So it's Howl's moving castle.
How do you get up there?
I don't know. I've only seen it. Never been up into it.
What do you know?
I've just told you.
Is that all you know?
Nothing that seems important to you. Please, if you're gonna... He says, please, if you're gonna, and you just stab him and you kill him. You just kill him outright.
Cool.
She's gonna give you, like, everybody literally gasp at this. Like, yeah, you just, he does guys say, please. And he falls down dead.
Who did that?
I think I like him better now.
Alexander.
What?
Alexander,
I-
you just
I-
stabbed
I-
in the
I-
middle of that?
I just go up to Alexander. I like you.
Evil must die. No mercy for the wicked.
Well, now that's done. Let's leave already. I wanna get you guys to Parnast, and then I wanna be on my way. Says
I'm out
Mila
my
Sarah.
I mount my steed. I ask, how many steeds do you have for us in that journey?
In the what do you call it? In the stable, there's about 6 horses that you can use.
Yeah,
I'll ask
my
the servants,
retainers
are
also
any
take
missing?
horses.
Sorry, what?
I'll ask the servants if any are missing.
They check. They nod their heads. 2 of them are missing.
All right. So I'm assuming there's an empty stall.
Yeah, literally like there's 10 total stalls. 2 of them that seem to be completely unused. 6 going to be filled, and 2 that seem to have been filled some time ago, but not
Okay.
that
Say
long
which
ago.
which one was Talus's mount, or was it, or did she not have a particular one?
She never cared much for mounts. Her passion was for wizards and dragons.
All right. We'll see if Lupa can pick up the scent from one of those 2 stalls there.
Which one do you choose? Give me a 1d100.
Yeah, 100 stables.
It's just a fancier way of saying give me like a 1d2, which is a 50-50.
All right.
French.
Okay, he picks the scent of one of those creatures. Actually, no, sorry. Give me a survival check first.
Okay. So Lupa's.
Shouldn't it be an advantage perception check?
It's smell. It should be right.
Advantage on the smell because he is a direwolf. Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
He picks up the scent.
All right. So let's go forward, and we let the woman have a mount as well here. So everybody's mounted. Everyone's good.
Yep. I'd ask for I'd ask for my squire for a mount, and one of the retainers can ride with me, and one with the squire.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. Does
So
the
I
woman
have a
want to?
war
Does she
horse.
want her own mount? Does she want to ride on the back of Lupa with me here, or either way?
So we take like all 6 horses, pretty much. I am assuming.
Okay. Yeah, you take all the 6 horses.
But do you ride on Lupa, Robert?
Yeah.
Do I ride Lupa? Of course. That's the point
Yeah,
of
that's
Lupa.
that's what I thought. So like, yeah. And I take a horse, and I name it Cameron 2.0.
An
My
orc
war
without a
horse's
direwolf
name.
is only half an orc.
What's your warhorse name? I say.
I don't know. It doesn't have a name yet.
Okay. So you guys get your horses. Do you
I
go
like
on to
Steven.
Steven. You go on to journey and
Sir Stephen it is. My steed.
you guys
Steven
start
the
on the journey
Steed.
right now.
Pardon?
Yeah. So grab a bunch of food. Grab some meat for Lupa, and let's ride.
Ho!
Yeah, we kind of push our mounts to try and get there as ASAP to following the tracks of this
You start following the
She-devil.
tracks of this she-devil, and it's still the night, but you have sense, so you can find her. You go through the forest as it rains and as the thunder rolls. You travel close to about 3 hours. Then you see a light in front of you. It
A
looks to
campfire.
be a campfire.
All right, why don't we dismount? Well, Lupa can move as a wolf is a bit more suited to moving silently through the woods than the horses. Why don't we dismount the horses, and the woman can guard them, can stay with them, and the servants, and we can approach and see if we can catch her unaware.
She kind of rested much. I'm sure we can take her. Brutus. And he's like, I'm Brutus. And like,
It's like, I'll use a silent spell, and I won't drop it this time.
It's like, my guy's better than yours.
That's better than yours. That's right, Brutus, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll try to approach stealthily.
Okay, give me stealth checks.
Think you have to roll a disadvantage, Robert?
Why is that?
Because you're wearing heavy armor, right?
I'm riding a dire
Oh,
wolf.
okay. So I
The
thought.
direwolf's stealth goes in.
Okay,
Yeah.
but do you want others to dismount?
Well, I was thinking that the Lupa is suited to hunting silently through the woods, whereas a horse is not.
Yeah.
And that
I see.
way, I can pursue her if she manages to jump on a horse. I can run her down.
Yeah. Oh,
All right. Let's see. Stealth is +4 for Lupa.
are you going in alone?
No, I think all of us should, don't you think?
Yeah, like yeah. Or
We're going in, and Brutus is going to use, as soon as he sees someone, he's going to silence their asses. And charge it up to them.
it's not too bad, I suppose. 15.
There we go. All
I
right.
mean, I could go in invisible. Rather. And
If you
check.
want, I'm good with that.
You guys want? to?
I'm just thinking the main thing is that Brutus
Just
needs to get a
putting it
silence
out
spell
there.
off.
You guys are going to in the forest. You kind of close to this, and you're just talking on the horses.
Yeah, but like we stop,
We're
right?
whispering.
Yeah, you stop. You
Yeah,
stop. You're whispering.
we're not stupid.
Of
Yeah.
course. No, I'm just like building
As
the
soon
image.
as-
Go on.
Yeah, as soon as
Okay.
in range, silence is getting dropped and we're charging in to try and get close.
I'm just gonna say
Alright.
like I'm gonna drop it out there. Like I can go in, I can dismount, just invisible. I can go in and check out if things are as they should be, or like if it's
All right, that sounds like a good idea. And Brutus will be ready to drop a silent spell whenever he needs to. We'll let you go ahead,
okay. Yeah, just casting.
and I'm staying on Lupa.
Casting Invis on myself. Do I roll with advantage on my stealth, Chucky?
You roll with advantage. Yeah.
19 on my stealth.
Just roll another one for advantage.
I did roll. The
15.
upper one is my
Okay.
15 and a 19.
Yeah, no problem. So you easily make it there, and you see just a campfire. Besides that,
Lupa.
there is absolutely nothing there. On the other side of the campfire, you see a horse. Its bridle is tied to a branch of the tree.
Diversion. I check around to see if I can see anything else.
Give me a perception check.
The dead veteran. She decided she could move faster alone, or something.
18. Oh, that's a GM roll, but whatever.
No problem. You see a body. On
What's the body?
The body seems to be a human male. You're not quite sure.
Do I
You can't quite
recognize
see it
it?
from here. Maybe it's a veteran. It seems familiar. It's near the horse, on the other side of the tree.
Do I see any armor on him? Like, what can...
He seems to have been stripped. His armor
Yes.
is on his side, like thrown away. his pouch is taken, his belt taken, his backpack and saddlebags taken.
She wouldn't have left signs that he was a cultist for someone to find.
I mean, I poke around a bit, like check around, see if I see
Check
anything.
around. It definitely seemed even in the rain, you're sure this has been a camp for more than one person. And this man is definitely clean, completely clean. It seems like virtually just bandits got to him, if you didn't know better. And
How wet is the
that's
blood?
it. That's
How-
Yeah, like
Lucas
how
and
can I determine how long time this was?
the body is
Can I do an
not that
investigation
cold.
check? Is it even cold?
It's not even that cold. It's it seems like maybe just an hour or two. Something
Why
like
did we
that
get
sort.
cold at that time?
I'll be
Not
pretty.
really. There's a fire near it. There's an range of a fire.
I mean, I guess the blood is clotted and stuff like that, though.
Yeah, but
Uh,
usually a body gets cold after about 4 or 5 hours, if I'm correct.
That's the
Oh.
isn't that when rigor mortis goes in and it becomes like
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I would
usually-
think it would cool pretty quickly.
No,
Yeah.
like the expression of body being cold, I think it's the being like entering the mortis.
so is it? But I poke him like is he like stiff?
He is not stiff yet now.
Okay, so it hasn't been. I mean, it has been a couple hours maybe at best. Okay. Well, with that, I mean the horse is still alive, right?
The horse is still alive. He's just standing there eating from his
Mm.
like feed bag.
Okay. But there's nothing else here like of note that's been like not been scavenged already.
Are there any
You've,
like footprints
inspected everything.
in the mud or anything like that?
There's a lot of footprints in the mud.
Are they living?
Yeah.
So can we pick
Yeah,
up
are
the
they? Do they
trail?
look? Do they look? I mean, there's a lot of footprints. You say?
You can give me a survival check to see if you can see any footprints leaving this area.
All right, so I'll have. Well, I guess once you bring us up there, I'll have Lupa bit up that.
Yeah,
is
I
up
mean, I
to
guess
now.
I can make a roll. 13. I don't know.
Nah, it's not enough with the darkness around you and the
Alright. Well, I'll mosey
No.
back to the party and ask for their help. And explain
Alright,
the situation to them.
We'll go in and Brutus is gonna make like some. We're gonna look around the campsite. I'm
I'm
sure
still
we can find.
I'm
some-
still invisible though, so I don't know. I
you
guess
find the
that-
exact. I mean, if Rostani points you out the same details, you find the exact same things that she found, and besides that, nothing much.
All right.
Can
well,
Brutus make
Survival
Uh,
check to see if you find any tracks. Yeah, feel free.
and I'll have Lupa do that as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
How many ones have I gotten
I'll
today?
have
I think 5.
I'll have my Brutus doing it too. You get to make advantage though, don't you?
Not on that because this is a perception. It's only smell and
Yeah,
hearing.
Brutus
Well,
will
no,
cast
this
light
is
and
what
stuff
I
too.
wanted was Lupa to try to pick up the scent trail.
Oh yeah, feel
Here.
free. But I won't give you an advantage. No, actually, I won't give you an advantage there because it's raining.
Okay.
I gave you behind
Brutus can't.
beforehand
Brutus
because
casts like
it was
light and
inside.
everything, and
Okay, and
try
I'll
and
try to
find some,
pick
like,
it up
footprints.
as myself as well, not just Lupa.
Feel free.
yeah, I'll try and pick it up myself then too. I mean, we're all trying to find footprints out of there. It can't be that hard, right?
I mean, it's
Brutus casts light.
raining.
I mean,
It's,
you see-
it's at least a bit light, yeah, which is
Yeah,
good.
Brutus casts.
Well, I can also see with my orcish eyes here.
So you wouldn't get an disadvantage for that. The only problem here is that it's been maybe a couple of hours and it's raining.
Okay.
It's a forest.
Although
Are
that
they-
might
are they
also
so far ahead of
allow
us, Chucky?
footprints to be seen better, though,
So,
because now it's
for,
muddy.
for them to be a couple of hours ahead of us, they would have needed to leave, like, and just camped momentarily for like no time. So they started this fire and they did nothing while they camped, and they just instantly left. Nothing else happened, unless their mounts travel twice as fast as us, pretty much.
You know it's been either an hour or a couple of hours.
They
I'm
might
not sure.
have been attacked like in between as well.
Well, I mean,
Huh.
their mounts must just be faster than ours for some reason.
All right. Well, I only got a 13 on survival. Anybody do better?
With
don't
the
think
light, you definitely see tracks going out, though it would be very hard to follow them. You're not quite
I'm sure
how
Lupa
much-
could smell the tracks then, if
Yeah. Once we
If you
point
like
out the
to
Yeah,
tracks,
like
tracks,
when you
Lupa
have
picks
when you
up
have light, when it's not darkness, and you have a source of light, and you have dark vision here, you can easily see tracks going out.
All right, so I'll try to get Loop on that scent again. Then we'll continue.
Okay, give me an advantage scent check. I'll say that you can get your advantage on here, just because you see them and you can point them out.
Come on, a decent roll. Seriously?
Wow. Nope. Rupe does not get a scent. You are.
These rolls decision out for us are just so horrible.
You need to follow the tracks by basically just having a source of light and easily following them by sight. So it'll take you. You couldn't really ride while following the tracks. You would.
All right, so I'll be on the ground. So I'll move on the ground then. Keep track of him.
Miracera says, well, we could just make our fastest to Parnast. I doubt she's following the hillside. I think she was going to go for the mountains as well.
We need to find her. If we can take her out before
we should just ride into the night and try and see if we can see her along the way.
Either that, or maybe just get to Parnast a bit faster. There's a lot of places in the mountains where we can have a good point of view of the surroundings, and then just wait for her if we've been fast enough and she's been left behind.
I think that is less certain. At some point, she's going to sleep, and she's lost someone to stand watch for her. We can surprise her in her sleep.
That's true.
Her decision to take out her comrade was a bad one, although perhaps he was not happy about having been left.
As I said, I'll abide by your decisions. I was just giving my opinion.
I vote for Brune's idea.
Even in this darkness.
Brune's idea. I vote.
Yeah.
I like both the ideas.
That's fine.
I like.
Hey, actually, yeah. If we can find her, and then Brutus can cast the silence while she's asleep. I mean, that's pretty much as close to an insta win as we're gonna get.
Yep. The only issue here is now, guys, you will not be sleeping tonight.
No.
That's okay. You can everybody can pull an all-nighter. It's okay. But next night, if you're not gonna sleep, you're gonna incur 2 levels of exhaustion. And
okay.
If we can find her tonight, then we can take a nice long sleep.
Yeah. But I mean,
we'll push through the night and through the day, and we'll follow the tracks, and we'll see if we can find her.
Yeah. So let's keep pushing.
Okay. So you guys continue on moving on the ground.
There's a guy. That's true.
Eventually, after about 2 hours, the rain stops, and the sun starts to go up. I will let Rupe make another smell check, and I will let anybody that has a proficiency in survival make a survival check as well, if you want to follow the tracks.
Much better.
Well, okay. Rupe has no problem following the tracks. Now that's morning, you've been easily following them through the forest by your torches and making sure you're not losing the trail. Rupe is good enough now to actually follow the tracks herself, and you start moving through the dawn. Well, what seems to be close to dawn.
Alright, so she's pushing through the night too herself. But
yeah,
at some
we're
point
all doing
she's gonna get tired.
You push on for maybe an additional couple of hours, and you see in front of you, you start seeing a lot of bodies around, carcasses of creatures, animals. Eventually you pass a dead deer, even a couple of does. You find a wolf that is dead. And most surprisingly, you find a brown bear ripped to shreds.
This is
what kind of thing did this to them? Sword, blade?
Give me a survival check.
GM roll?
No, yeah, you can do it normally. Just the insights and the perception I want GM rolled. Alexander, you're not quite sure.
11?
Hoon, it seems like it was clawed to shreds. Besides that, you can't really figure much more.
Can I get any sense of the size of the claws? Like she transformed into a dragon or something?
It doesn't seem to be that type of creature, but Whatever it is, it has very sharp claws.
Can
Are
I
there no
get-
like prints in the mud?
Sorry, what?
Are there no like prints in the mud that would indicate a creature? This
None that you see around. There's around these creatures. There's a lot of prints, and most of them muddied around. Would be incredibly hard to actually find out what prints was here. What kind of prints?
not even the artist formerly known as prints.
Maybe the artist form more known as prints would be the hardest one to find.
Probably not, since he uses one of those little rascal scooters, apparently.
Maybe, maybe.
They would stand out, I think.
Okay, so
Alright, well, we'll keep going.
okay, you keep going, and
May get the opportunity to fight something big.
the tracks that you're following seem to be going to a small cave cut into a hillside.
Let's do this.
Are the tracks still like human boot prints or something?
Not
Or-
human, they're horses.
Okay, horse. We're still seeing horse, though.
You're still seeing horse.
Alright,
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting. So, well, we found a cave. So, how do you want to approach this here? We'll stay back away so we're not visible, far enough away that we are not going to be overheard, and have our whispered discussion of this here. What do you think? It can, using Arcana, can Rastani perhaps try to
Maybe.
figure out what kind of magic might be used to, or what kind of spell maybe she was using to do all that stuff? If she polymorphed herself or invoked
You
something
say
or
like, well,
conjured
I
something.
mean, I say like in character, like it's a possibility that she might have polymorphed herself into another creature. I mean, transmutation is, after all, my forte, but are we certain we're on the right track here? Like,
Well, we followed this from the campsite.
and it's still the same
I'm-
scent? You're sure
I'm wondering
you're...
if she can summon drakes, or if she can like summon some kind of creature as part of her whole being a dragon cultist thing.
Either that, or there's like she has some kind of that this is some kind of place where they might I don't know, breed
Well,
dragons.
can someone do a religion type check or anything, any kind of arcana to try to gain some insight as to what
I will do religion.
things she
check
might have been
to
able to
find-
do?
Definitely, go free.
Religion. Religious.
Kenna could work as well to figure out where can I gauge her strength, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just religious everything.
Alexander, Dragon Cult usually presents very powerful spellcasters, usually necromancers. You've never heard of them polymorphing themselves into drakes or dragons or something of the sort. Usually they enjoy killing dragons and transforming them into zombies, thinking that using the dragon zombies is a lot more powerful than just trying to tame the dragons. But this is definitely changed in the behavior of the Dragon Code, as now they're using and they're allying themselves with live dragons. Besides that, you don't know much. It doesn't seem like anything religion would cover.
All right. What about magic from Arcana from Rastani?
Let's make an Arcana check.
I'm
to
waiting
see
for that.
if we can find out any specific. Well,
Rastani, she is a powerful spellcaster. You know that she is.
she did cast. She did cast a very. I mean, what did I? I mean, if I saw her casting a portal or the that thing.
You just know that that type of spell is usually very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a possibility that
And-
Alright.
that she can cast like some sort of spell that will temporarily transform her into some kind of dragon. Yes.
Here's something, a possibility here. If we're going in there, can you cast invisibility on yourself again?
Yes, I could.
What do you think about this? So the silence spell is a zone, right? That would travel with the target.
Yes.
Is that correct? What if?
Just an area, maybe. Can
So
it be cast on
what if
someone?
you were invisible and then Brutus cast silence on you, and then you went in there, got up close to her, so we don't have to worry about her making a saving throw because the spell is on you.
It's on a point, not on a person.
Oh.
No, it's
Yeah.
a range.
I think it used to be you could cast it on a person, but
All right.
I don't believe 5e does that with this particular spell.
Well,
it was
that's
a
too
good.
bad.
It was a interesting idea.
Yeah, then you could have just like gotten in a slap fight with each other, two mages totally unable to cast spells, and we could have watched. It would have been cool. Throwing familiars at each other.
Yeah, just saying she did. I
Attack,
mean,
yeah.
she did actually have like she was in armor though, right? And she had like she was probably a spear user. She probably ripped my face off.
That's true. She's
I'd be
fair.
like, quarterstaff,
All right. So should we go in with Brutus ready to cast his thing, or do you want to scout it out invisibly, or see if she's asleep? She must sleep at some point.
I'm just thinking there might be more in that cave, and that could sniff me out. You know, it's potentially not the only one in that cave. I mean,
Okay.
how big does it look? The cave itself.
It looks like a fairly large cave. Not extremely big, but fairly large.
Is there sign of other traffic going in?
There are other tracks going in, yeah.
Hoof prints or what?
It seems like large human prints.
Large human like giant or ogre, or large human like
Large human
like like Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
No, large human as in giant ogre.
Oh, it's ruined.
Giant ogre. It's not like a normal ogre.
It's Eric.
bigger.
He's found us. He's
Yeah,
leading
he's
the
I
way.
guess we should
Herc.
sneak in, and then Brutus should cast silence on command. On side.
Yeah,
Is everyone okay with that?
I'm okay with
Once
that.
again, do you say that again?
We all sneak in together. Brutus casts silence on command. On side.
Yeah, okay. Everybody give me a Steve check. Oh,
A
stealth check.
Steve.
Is the cave large enough for me to ride?
Definitely.
If there's a giant.
Easily,
Yeah.
easily.
All right.
14, 7, and whatever. My squad will probably wait outside.
Wow, my checks have been really good actually.
Okay, who goes in first? What's the order?
Brutus is just gonna go in and cast silence.
Where?
If he sees.
No,
some
we
mage
want to actually
person.
see somebody first.
Okay, so you guys start going inside.
Like
and
he's gonna hold it and then cast it as soon as he
How
sees the
like
person.
has he? Can you cast light Brutus first? Maybe. Is it dark in the cave?
it is dark in the cave. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can't give
so-
away our position.
Yeah, I can see. You guys can
Oh
follow.
yeah, that's right. You're dark elf. No, that's
He's an orc.
orc, not dark elf. I just thought like dark vision. You're half orc.
Yeah, so
yeah.
if you guys can see good enough to follow me.
And
on
Lupa can see too. Lupa
Yeah.
can see too. So yeah. But I can see shit.
But you can probably see a massive orc and a giant wolf a couple feet in front of you, I'm guessing. It's probably enough light filtering in.
So as you guys move inside, you see what seems to be a burned out fire, like about 50 feet in, and there's a small bedroll rolled on the ground. Seems like there's somebody inside it. You can't quite make out any features.
Want to have Brutus just cast the silence right now?
Oh, if you can give me perception checks if you want to.
If
Brutus
it's
is
like a
gonna make
rolled
that
up
perception
pillow. Yeah, let's make our perception checks in case it's just a rolled up pillow in the bedroll.
Haha, I tricked you.
do I
Oh,
to
no.
make that? Chuckster.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Do I also make a perception check?
Everybody who wants to see more around can give me a perception.
Alright. Well, my perception's
And I'll make my
Hoon,
perception.
so you guys go onwards inside. Besides that, you see nothing else. Do you approach the campfire?
Yeah, I'm going to approach. I'm being careful in case it's a trap. I am trying to be aware. I'm not like, aha!
And on your
could possibly
word,
go
Brutus
wrong.
will be like, silence. Except
that
you'll
guy with
say,
us
"My God,
coming
it's
into
good
this
to
Do we
know."
want to have Brutus just go ahead and cast a silence right now? It seems sort of like the impulsive thing he would do. Don't you think?
Yeah, sure, why not? It silences whatever this is.
Okay, so he casts silence. Where does he cast silence? Exactly.
On some big creature that they see.
Okay, so he casts silence on the bedroll.
So we can really sneak up
We
now.
saw a
because
humanoid,
we'll be
right?
able to hear it.
There's a bedroll on the ground.
You saw a humanoid,
You
right?
said there was a it looked like there was a person in it, though, right?
That's what I
You
said.
said we saw a humanoid that we couldn't make out the features.
Looked like a humanoid in a bedroll. Couldn't make out the features.
Oh, okay. I don't know. don't know what
It's
Brutus
just
would
a
do.
log.
Do you,
Yeah, Brutus isn't that intelligent, so he'd fall for the trap. If it
Yeah,
was a
actually,
trap. He'd be
that,
like,
that's a good
silence.
point. That's a good point. Wait.
He'd be like, silence, and then all the people there would be like, I'm asleep.
So you guys move on, and as you get closer to this,
so Brutus casts the silence. We're all agreed?
Brutus cast the silence,
Which means we
There's-
can sneak up even better because they can't hear us.
Mhm. You're
I
standing.
know, it was a trap.
You hear this behind you.
Uh-huh. Oh, lovely.
And upon turning around, you are utterly surprised to see what seems to be a large, giant, blue-skinned, white hair, yellow, shining eyes, and a bloody grin,
What?
looking down at you.
What kind of
What the hell?
gay dragon is this?
He's a humanoid, completely
He's a
green-skinned,
cloud giant or
giant, like very sharp claws and a really sick, bloody grin.
Wait, how big did you say this bedroll was?
This bedroll is just medium,
The fuck?
and this creature
How
is
big is this
behind
guy?
you, Stunny. This is a large creature.
I asked what am I like? Really? Really?
And I think that's where we end Hoard the Dragon Queen this week.
Where we're starting to go, giant!
I have no idea how this is happening. So like we're following these tracks, and then suddenly,
I don't know. I mean, that's obviously the creature that has been slicing up things, but I have no idea how he got behind me all of a sudden. How
yeah,
far
that's
in
an
the
insane
cave?
stealth check, man. He's just like sneak, sneak, sneak,
I
sneak.
suppose so. But my passive perception must have noticed him. So
Maybe he was
how far
invisible.
into the cave did we actually come?
You went about 30 feet inside because then you casted you casted the silence, which is at 20 feet around the back of the cave. So I put
In
you outside.
theory, though, we could fight this giant, and if that is her sleeping over there, she'd never wake up because she's asleep and there's a silence.
Yeah.
We could
Okay.
still
But-
take out the giant
But
and then
but
still
potentially
deal with her.
he probably woke her up when he apparently heard us coming in. But okay.
And what did you say this guy looked like? And how big was he?
I think he's a
Does he look
cloud
like-
giant. I
does he
think
look
he's the
like
cloud
a-
giant that owns the castle.
So it looked like a half dragon, Chucky.
He looked like an ogre with blue
An
skin,
ogre.
Oh, an ogre mage.
yellow eyes.
No, it's an uni. No, it's an uni. No, I know exactly where it. Oh my god, no.
Now you know how he made it behind you, huh?
Gaseous form or something. Darkness. I don't know.
And she likes wizards.
It's not
so-
no, it's not an Oni, Simon. No, it can't be an Oni. That's not fair. That's just
We'll
not
see.
fair.
We'll
Yeah, but
see.
does he have a fucking glaive on his back?
We'll see. next week on Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Where's
No,
the
it's not
shoutouts?
fair, Jackie.
Where's the shoutouts?
Stop trying to kill us. Stop trying to kill us this hard.
Robert.
Come on.
I got nothing. Thank you for everybody who's watching. I don't know. I guess we were silenced before, so I guess they didn't get to hear this. But just if everybody could put their what they consider a standard pizza, because
is it
we
pepperoni?
apparently really need to know. Because apparently none of us can agree on what is a normal.
No,
pizza.
I reckon the standard pizza is pepperoni. That's the standard pizza.
No, I'd say
Not
the standard pizza
sesame.
is margarita because like if you do this, but a standard pizza, the most ordered pizza would be pepperoni.
Probably. I like pepperoni too.
I was
Margarita's
just shocked at the disparity. You know, we're all sitting here each with our thing, and you know, Simon's over there like, no, it's spider webs and whatever. This is you don't need.
I
this.
like pizza
What?
with. I like pizza with sheep's feet on it. Mmm.
Still attached to the
What
sheet.
you guys
That's
don't?
good.
Come on, guys.
Okay,
You-
so let's see shoutouts on iSide because I know iSide always has amazing shoutouts.
YOLO and swag, and we are so. I have to
Yes.
bleep that one out. We are really, really,
Bleep.
really, 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 really. I have to say,
Okay,
this is dangerous.
Simon, what's up?
Well, apparently an Uni is what's up.
Oni
I have.
Oni cartoons.
Oni cartoons.
Only cartoons, hey!
Well, we're about to get ripped, but thank you everyone
It doesn't
for...
have a glaive.
Hopefully it doesn't have a glaive. Oh, I mean, it probably has claws. So yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, if we did it, since it didn't rip this time, we're gonna rip next session. It was interesting, I suppose. We had the odds against us last time, so yeah. Hopefully we'll make it out this cave without
only
How much
one of
getting
them.
did we get,
eaten by a magical ogre.
We did have a short rest.
You have your short rest, so that's Arcane Recovery and to Simon. Oh, and I need to give you guys XP as well. Sorry. So this would go in before you guys went out, because you had some kind of short rest. So we get that's 2,000. Everybody get your computers real fast.
Calculators.
Calculators, yes. 2,200 for the ritual.
Yeah.
1,800 for Taurus. Kind of defeated her, so I'll get her 1,800.
Yeah, we could have finished her off.
Yeah, the ambush drakes. Each of them are 100. You killed 4, so that's 400 total. Gargoyle. Let me check for gargoyles real fast. Try and find the gargoyles. It's 140. Gargoyles give you 450 XP, so that's a 900 total for the 2 you've killed. And last but not least, the Helmed Horror.
It's 1,000, right?
The Helmed Horror is a 1,100.
Oh.
And I'll give you an additional 300 total for
300 for all that tracking and all those other rolls.
the tracking,
Damn,
and you guys are going for that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it. So
Have you read the
total?
DMG? 6,700.
I-
Have you read the DMG?
I've read the DMG, not completely
Yeah.
wise, but I've read most
It has
of the
it
DMG.
has specific rules for all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
like
I don't use those rules.
it
like-
gives a lot more XP than that though.
Role-playing
Oh, no.
XP is not even specified in the module to put it like
It
that.
has
This
no,
is only
but
for-
we were like searching around the place and it has XP based on going through encounters in that aspect. Because tracking something like that is considered an encounter in a different aspect.
So what's the how much XP are we accumulating right now?
6,700. I believe it's divided by 5 since my squire also has to take XP.
No, I'll put it at 4. 1 second, I just put the title screen on because we're not gonna put our cams again. That just divided by 4 because you had an NPC character, and with let's say there's Justin as an NPC and your squire, just make it at 4.
Does my squire get XP or level up or something like that?
We'll just put him at the same XP as you. When you level up, he levels up.
I think we're actually... Are we close to leveling up right now? No. No, we can't
Not really.
be.
Okay, so let's stop it here, and we'll see everybody else for next week. Actually, 1 second, we still need to talk about schedule. Let me recall Skype real fast. Sorry about that, guys. Skype 4-hour rule thingy, which is annoying.
4 hours.
Okay, so doesn't even matter. We'll just finish off this real fast. Schedule next week, everybody. Okay, 1 sec. 6. So there's a possibility I might not be able to make it. I will tell you as we go on, because I might have a friend's 18th birthday. So she's actually giving a party. She's my girlfriend's friend actually, but I mean, we're still invited. So
Chucky's not sure
I
whether or
to go.
not he's been invited yet.
No, not already invited. I'm not sure if it's on the 6th or if it's on the 7th. Because if it's on the 6th, it's okay. If it's on the 7th, then I'll not be able to make it. Because we're spending the night over in like some hotel where she booked everybody at. I'm not exactly sure. I'll tell you guys as we go on. So yeah, that's about it for the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. For those on the stream, thank you for watching. Hope you guys had a great time as we did. And we're gonna jump into continue on the 24-hour stream. So we're gonna continue on Abe's Odyssey and then do more cool stuff on stream for the 1K milestone, which is almost 1K 100. Amazing. Anyway.
YOLO swag.
Yeah, I'll put up the title screen for just a couple of minutes, and then I'm gonna start up the stream. See you guys then.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Rip in peace party again.